Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about a new smartphone that we recently received in the mail. This is made by the company Blue, B-L-U, which specializes in relatively cheap, budget-friendly smartphones, as well as basic phones, meaning not smartphones. And also, if you'd like to spend a little bit more money on a smartphone, they do have smartphones that cost more than $100, up to $200. In this video, we will be talking about the Blue Studio X9 HD, which is a relatively budget-friendly smartphone. This particular device, I'm not guaranteeing that you'll pay this price, but I purchased this particular Blue smartphone for less than $70 on Amazon. So we're just going to take a look and see what accessories are included. We're going to turn on the phone, and we're going to see really quickly what it looks like to use the phone. This is an Android device. And so if you have used an Android device, Android operating system, you'll know what to expect. But this is the first time I've taken a look at this particular phone, the Blue Studio X9 HD. So let's see what's inside of the box. Okay, so right away we can see that we have our device. And this, okay, we're going to put this here. Here's our device. It feels very lightweight so far because we haven't not yet inserted the battery. As you can see on the front protective coating, which we're going to take off in a minute, we have some of the specifications here. This is the Blue Studio X9 HD, 5-inch display, 8 megapixel camera with flash, and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. And yeah, this is the company Blue. They make phones that are a little bit on the cheaper side, basic phones as well as smartphones, and a little bit more money you can spend on one of these phones if you're willing to pay for a phone with, I guess, a better processor or maybe better camera or something like that. But really, if you're looking to just make calls, maybe some texting, light internet browsing, some basic apps, it's not a bad idea to avoid spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a smartphone if price is a factor for you. So a lot of people might buy these phones because they really just want a phone that does what it needs to do to call, maybe some texting, and they will maybe shop around on Amazon, Target, Walmart, whatever, for a relatively cheap phone that doesn't necessarily have lots of features, which they're not going to use anyways. So I will say this is an unlocked GSM phone. GSM meaning it's compatible with certain carriers. Unlocked meaning that it's not locked to one particular carrier. You could put a SIM card in from one carrier or a SIM card in from another carrier and it will still work. It's not like it'll only work with a specific service provider, and then if you try to insert a SIM card from another service provider, then the phone won't work. It will work with several different cell phone service providers, different carriers. So here it says model Studio X9 HD. So we're going to have to take apart the phone in a minute just to insert our battery. Hopefully that won't be too difficult because, as we know, it sometimes is difficult. Now let's just see what we have here in terms of what we have here in terms of accessories. In addition to our phone, well, the phone isn't really an accessory, but okay, here we have our little attachment which will connect to the USB cable that I think is included with the phone and allow us to charge it in the wall or surge protector. So this is a USB cable. It's going to allow you to charge the phone slower than if you charge it with the wall charger attachment, but the benefit of this is that you can connect it to your computer on one end and then your phone on the other end and transfer files from your phone to your computer and then from your computer to your phone if you wish. So that's what this is for transferring files and also charging. But if you'd like to charge your phone the fastest, best thing to do would be to just connect it right here to the wall charger attachment, and you can charge it in the wall or in the surge protector. So that's pretty cool. They give you the option to have a USB cable. So we're just going to connect that right here. We're going to put it aside. So we have a nice USB cable, which would normally cost a few extra dollars, but they included it here. Cool. In our charger, and here's our large battery. And we also have this sticker That is cool. I mean, didn't need to include this, but still nice to have. Here's a sticker, and we're gonna have our a guide for installing the SIM card. Okay, and we have our manual. If you'd like to read about maybe where the buttons are, what the buttons do, what they're responsible for. Okay, let's see. And some other things, so you can read that if you would like. I mean, this isn't really an Android guide so much as a guide for the hardware that you have, the phone. And we also have, what's this? Something in here? Oh, there is something in here. What is it? Oh, interesting. What is this? Please peel this off. Mask before application. Oh, please peel off this mask. Huh. Oh, it's like some kind of screen protector for your phone, so you have to... Okay, I get it. It's like a sticker. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I'll use this, but good to know that we can have a little bit of extra protection if we'd like. We just have to make sure we apply it very carefully to our phone, so it's going to look like that or something like that. Okay, well, if we need that, we can use that. That's pretty cool. Now to the battery. We have to figure out how to take the back cover off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on the side to see where we can take off the cover, which is always sometimes... Ah, here we go. See right here? There. Right there is where we're going to take the cover off. So bear with me just for a couple of seconds. I'm just going to try to take the cover off so that we can start using our device. Let's see how difficult... Oh! We got it right away. Wow. First time ever with 4 smartphones. Got it right away. So right here, you see? See if we can focus right here. Okay, there you go. You just have to kind of pull it like this. Pull it away from your phone. That's it. Okay, so this came out pretty well. Pretty good. Now I just have to make sure I don't break the phone by getting the rest of it off. Okay, this is always... Oh, there we go. Okay, wonderful. There's that. Now we can insert the battery and we can actually get started. As you can see, here's our rear-facing camera. I think it's at 8 megapixels, the flash, and then of course we have our 5 megapixel front-facing camera right there. This is a Blue Studio X9 HD, an unlocked GSM smartphone that I got for less than $70 on Amazon. Again, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to pay that price. But if you are looking for a cheap unlocked smartphone, you can search unlocked phone on Amazon, search by price. And a lot of these phones, this company Blue, it releases a lot of phones. So you won't see a lot of these phones that have lots of reviews. This one I didn't have any reviews, but I have enough trust in the company Blue to make a relatively good device that I decided to buy this anyways. But feel free to go based on reviews. So we're just going to put our battery, we're going to line it up right over here. There it is. Now we're going to just hope that there is some battery life here so that we can actually start using the device. And we're just going to show you what it looks like right out of the box, just kind of but there won't be much after that once we've set up our phone, because it's Android. It's just a lot of these phones use the Android operating system, so it's more or less the same aside from the device specific specifications we have, like the camera. And here we are. Just going to take this off right now. Start using the Blue Studio X9 HD. Hello. And it's going to turn on. Battery life? Yes, there is battery life. Okay. Blue smartphone powered by Android, as we said. This is the Blue Studio X9 HD, ready to use this phone, and we're just going to see what it looks like right out of the box, but we already kind of know what to expect. We're going to set up our phone. It's going to take a few minutes. And we're just almost ready to get started. We're just going to close our box right here. Okay. Here we have our box. Okay, so we're going to it's going to ask us to set up our Wi-Fi if we want to set up a pin so that when we wake the phone from sleep mode, or turn on our phone, it asks us for a PIN number. So if someone else got our device, they wouldn't be able to get to our device unless they enter the PIN. So let me just see. You can see that battery life is like maybe around 50% full. That's okay. We're just going to connecting to Wi-Fi. It's going to ask us if we want to connect to a Wi-Fi network, but we're going to skip that for now because we're just going to do that later. I mean, January 1st, 2020, is this when the phone was released? I don't know. When it was created, I don't know. Maybe we're going to set this up later, set up the time later. Name, we can do that later. Protect our phone. Okay, so it gives us an option to choose if we want to enter some kind of security key or security thing so that we can protect our phone. If someone else just gets the device, will they be able to actually get into to log in to see everything? No, unless if we put one of these items, but we're not going to do that for now. Skip that for now. We're just setting it up. Okay, so we're just going to accept this. Apologies for the low lighting here. Not now. We're just going to I don't really want to receive any more emails at the moment, so we're just going to dismiss that right now. No, we're just going to skip that. Oops, sorry. Okay, now here's our device. The Blue Studio X9 HD. This is what it looks like. We're on our home screen, typical Android setup. And here's the phone. So there isn't really much else to do here except to just say you can go to your settings by going here. You can pin the settings to the top over here by holding down your finger on the application and then just moving it a little bit. So let's say contacts. We want to put contacts up here and just move it a little bit and like that. So we can have certain things on this screen without having to go all the way down to the next screen by swiping up here. So, and then of course it has these little favorite icons. So we have our camera. We can put it here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just look at the camera. So we have our supposedly 8 megapixel rear-facing camera that way, and then the 5 megapixel front-facing camera pointing at us. So let's just see. We are actually going to make a separate video to make some video and photo tests with the camcorder, the video camera, and the camera on this phone, just to see how good the quality is for a device that I got for less than $70. Obviously, if you're buying a phone like this, especially one that costs less than $70, do not expect that the quality on the video camera or the phone camera is going to replace the quality on a standalone camera or a more expensive smartphone that costs hundreds of dollars more. This is really just the camera and the camcorder are features that are included on the phone, but they're not going to be amazing. Quality is not going to be amazing, but maybe we'll be surprised. So we're definitely going to make some tests with the video camera and the camera, and we're going to make a separate video. So we're just going to see if there are any settings here. So we have the panorama setting, photo setting, photo, video, but I want to see if there's any sort of... Wow, okay, we have quite a few settings here, as you can see. Let's see. Anti-shake. I wonder if they have that for video. That might be helpful. Okay, so we have a lot of... Wow, okay, so picture settings, we have 8 megapixel full screen, 4:3. Okay, full screen would be great. Obviously, then takes up the whole screen. If I put a picture on YouTube, it would take up the whole screen. Okay. Okay, so we have, wow, lots and lots of settings for the camera. Wow, this is interesting because some smartphones, some of these blue smartphones, and also the Nokia 1.3, which we also bought, they don't have this many settings, which is really, really cool. So, oh, also video settings right here, video quality. What does that mean exactly? Interesting. Don't know what this means. I thought it would show the resolution. Okay, audio mode, meeting. Okay. Anyway, so these are the, looks like, what's capture number? Huh. Interesting. So we have all these settings for photo and I think video. So we're just going to go over here. Let's look at video. So you would press this button if you want to record, and then make some video tests in a separate. Make some video tests in a separate video. So let's look at the settings here. Okay, so these look like the video settings. Okay, so you see the photo settings have been grayed out over here, so it's only showing the video settings. So we can have all these different things. Let's see. So it looks like there are no settings for specific resolution. It just says video quality, fine, high, medium, low. I don't really know what that corresponds to, what those settings correspond to exactly. Okay, so we can always look at this later. I'm just surprised that we don't have really settings that talk about what the exact resolution is of the video quality, but it's okay. We'll be sure to make some tests. So I just want to show you the camera, but other than that, this is just a typical Android setup. Android operating system, most of these phones have this. Obviously the Apple iPhone will have a different operating system, but yeah, so this is it so far. Feel free to connect to the Wi-Fi. Feel free to insert your SIM card to hopefully your cell phone plan, when you insert the SIM card, will be compatible with this particular device. It should be compatible with GSM GSM providers, maybe AT&T, T-Mobile. Hopefully we have this Red Pocket plan, which is kind of we pay once a year for the cheap cell phone plan. So I'm not guaranteeing, again, that this device will be compatible with whatever provider you have. I'm not guaranteeing, obviously, that you're going to like this phone. This is just an unboxing video just to show you what this particular device looks like, the Blue Studio X9 HD, a cheap phone that we got for less than $70. Keep in mind that a lot of smartphones will cost more than $100. But for me, just not really needing to use many apps and not lots of internet browsing, just some calls and texting, I decided to just get this phone. It's very thin, I think. Well, maybe not very, but it feels very lightweight, even with the battery. And we're all ready to use the phone, so we're going to go ahead and in a separate video, we're going to make some video tests and photo tests with this phone just to see how good the camcorder is and how good the camera is. And we will be back in the next video. Thank you for watching this video about this unlocked GSM smartphone, the Blue Studio X9. And I think that's about it. You have your USB cable with the wall charger attachment. You have the battery, which is obviously in the phone. Other than that, you don't have any additional accessories except this optional screen protector here that you would have to carefully apply based on these instructions. We might do that, we might not. And that's all that's included with this phone. It feels very lightweight, which is good. A 5-inch display, I think, is perfectly fine. That is it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.